they will feel like they have been entrapped by the police. Now, what does that mean? It's when the police essentially trick you into committing a crime. Now, entrapment is not that you have been selling drugs for the last 10 years and they come into your house and buy drugs from you. And the reason it is not that is because entrapment means that they tricked you into committing a crime you would not have otherwise committed. So if you're selling drugs 24/7 for the past 30 years and the police come in and undercover and have you sell them drugs, well, they have not caused you to commit a crime you would not have otherwise committed. And because of that, you have not been entrapped. And entrapment is a defense that you could bring up during the pendency of your criminal trial or before. And, you know, sometimes in other jurisdictions, they would never do it in the state of Arkansas. They sometimes officers do entrap people who would not otherwise commit a crime. You know, walk up to you on the side of the road and, you know, hey, when you buy this stuff from me and you don't really know what they're talking about, and the next thing you know, you're going to jail. Now, that really doesn't happen the way it used to. We've got a lot of laws, and, you know, officers are trained in a way that they weren't in the past. And entrapment is something that we do talk about, but true entrapment, something that's an actual defense where the jury thinks to themselves, you know what, he would not or she would not have actually committed that crime but for, you know, the federal agent or, the actor from the state of Arizona. And we say actor from the state of Arizona, we're talking about the police out there, coming into their house and tricking them into committing the crime. Most people don't get tricked into committing crimes. Most people can say, hey, wait, this doesn't sound like a good idea. So even though entrapment can happen, usually it doesn't happen. And, you know, if you've been robbing banks for the past 10 years and somebody comes in and tricks you into robbing, another bank, well, that's just a crime that you were going to commit anyway. So the entrapment defense may not be something that you can use to try to protect yourself and prevent yourself from going to prison for a long, long, long time. Really, the only way you're going to get entrapped is when your wife asks you questions that you should not answer. How do I look in this dress? You know, or when the husband said, didn't I do a good job cleaning the garage? Don't answer those questions. Just, yes, I love you, or you're an idiot, and go back in the other room. However you want to handle it. But that's really the only time you're going to fall in an entrapment situation. But, you know, I don't have a crystal ball, and I can't see what your future looks like. Sometimes, you know, you may be entrapped. That's why the word exists. So if you have any criminal issues or other legal issues and you need help with them, well, guess what? I'm your guy. Give me a call. We'll bring you in, we'll work through your issues, and we'll see if we can't get you headed in a better direction.